Okay, here we go. Live on test run. Doing a test run right now to see where we are with this. Just trying out some new software. I don't know if anybody's tuning in right now, but we are trying something out here. Seeing if we can get this going for you live, and we're going to do a bit of a Cosmere, essentially a Cosmere tier list on today's live stream. Yeah, just let me take a look at some things here. Just want to make sure that we're getting it all working right. All right, it looks like we are good. So, first and foremost, sorry, hold on. Okay. First and foremost, let's see who's watching. So if you're watching, say hi in the chat. Hey Jane, how's it going? Glad you can make it to the live stream. Just trying out some new software, seeing how it's going. Thought I'd do a Cosmere book cover ranking essentially, and hopefully this will go well and we will get some good stuff going and just kind of have fun. I've never really done a tier ranking before. So, you know, here goes nothing, I guess. It looks like we got one person joining us right now. Jane, thanks for dropping in. Hopefully we get some more as this stream goes on the live stream today. So let's start with getting the rankings going. Right, one moment here. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't. we'll figure this out. That's kind of the whole point, is to get it all figured out here and make this work so that I can know what I'm doing next time I want to do something for real here. Alright, so we've got the tier rankings up. So we're going to do tier rankings for the Cosmere book covers. Now, a lot of booktubers have done this kind of tier ranking type thing before, so I thought I'd give it a try. Honestly, though, I can't choose my favorite Cosmere books. That's just too hard. I'm always going to be bouncing back and forth on what my favorite Cosmere books are. So we're just going to go with a bit of a tier ranking here. Let me just make this image a bit smaller. You can see my studio stuff going on here. There, I think that fits better. Alright, so, well, if you've been following my channel, then you know I absolutely love Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere. It is by far my favorite fantasy world ever created within the greater Cosmere, and I absolutely love it. So here we are. We're going to take a look at the different Cosmere book covers. I don't know if I haven't got all the books in here. Oh, they are definitely fantasy books. 100% they are fantasy books by far. They 100% are, and they are just fantastic. I absolutely love the Cosmere. Brandon Sanderson has created this amazing world that's honestly probably the biggest. It's not even world, actually. What it really is it's more of a universe that Brandon Sanderson has created, which is just phenomenal because this is huge in scope. It is by far not a small thing by any means in terms of everything. Hey, Epic Tales, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I will do that. Hold on. Maybe if I can shrink this a bit. I think that'll be a bit better. Well, Book of the Drink, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I would hope that you've heard of Sanderson. So yeah, let's get the ball rolling on these Cosmere. So I've kind of just Google searched book covers for the Cosmere. And these are the ones that I came up. I got about 17 choices here. So let's start with this here. I accidentally put 2 Elantris in here. Didn't mean to. That was a oops. So oh well, we'll get over that. Let's start with Rhythm of War. Now this is just an absolutely beautiful cover. I absolutely love the colors and artwork on Rhythm of War. And in this one, this particular cover, we've got, of course, Shallan and Shadesmar, and definitely I would put that up at a S tier as one of my favorite, absolute favorite Cosmere book covers. It is just amazing. Oh, Jane, you definitely got to read if you've never heard of Brandon Sanderson. I would absolutely start with Mistborn. For Brandon Sanderson, absolutely. That is a fantastic starting point. The Mistborn trilogy is the best way to go on that as far as a starting point, so I definitely recommend that for you if you haven't heard of them. Way of Kings, that's a big one for sure. But for Sanderson, I would recommend starting with Mistborn. Way of Kings is phenomenal, by the way. Absolutely love it. But for Sanderson, I'd probably start with Mistborn as part of the Cosmere to get to that. Now, the next one I've got on here is White Sands. Now, I haven't actually read White Sands. It is a graphic novel set in the Greater Cosmere. It's probably the lowest rated from what I've heard on BookTube as far as whether people like the White Sands or not. It's not one that I've got to reading yet, but it definitely is on my TBR list. The artwork in here, you know, I don't like it as much as the Stormlight Archive artwork, which honestly I think is probably some of the best artwork in the whole entire Cosmere. I think for the White Sands, it's all right. It definitely isn't. It doesn't really stand out as much as some of the other book covers. So I think I'm going to put that down in this C tier here for the White Sands covers. And then next up, we've got, let's see here, we've got Warbreaker. So Warbreaker is one of his shorter Cosmere novels, but definitely linked to the Greater Cosmere, Brandon Sanderson. I love the colors on Warbreaker, especially this kind of image where we have the colors just kind of streaming off of the hair there on Warbreaker with the white dress in the circle there. It's pretty awesome cover. I do like it. Definitely I put it up there more of my kind of mid-tier probably for this one in terms of the cover for Warbreaker. And then we kind of have the Emperor's Soul. So this really kind of gives me a more of a, I guess, Eastern Oriental feeling to it with the Emperor's Soul kind of into the Eastern dynastic empires. This is this is definitely another one of the shorter stories from the Cosmere, the Emperor's Soul. So, well, you know, I don't want to spoil too much for it. It's been actually a long time since I've read this book, but definitely we're looking at kind of that shorter version of the Cosmere. And it's just right now it's just a standalone. I've heard rumors that there will be more to the Emperor's Soul, more coming out at some point. I would definitely put that ahead of White Sands, but after the Warbreaker cover there. Now we get a bit into the whole Mistborn. So of course we got the original Mistborn. This is kind of a heist story where the bad guy is ruling the world, which Brandon Sanderson has explained. His concept of this story is a heist essentially, where this group of unsuspecting heroes essentially plan this heist to rob this evil god that's ruling the world. I'm not sure if I can enlarge I don't think I can enlarge the pics there. If there's a way to do it, I honestly don't know how to do it, but I definitely would if I could. I'm still trying to figure out this software on how this particular program I'm using for this is working. This is kind of a trial run on that. So where would I put Mistborn here cover? Definitely I love the feel behind this, and again, Sanderson has some great artwork for his Cosmere. I think I'm gonna have to put that at the A tier there for Mistborn. I kind of love the misting cape here that we have coming off, and of course the background of the world. That each of these Mistborn covers really kind of has that ash covered darkened world type of feel to it, which, you know, I definitely like that vibe. I find I'm really into that dark fantasy. It's one of my favorite types of fantasy, when you kind of get that eerie, creepy feeling to it. So Mistborn, you know, world shrouded in mists and all that kind of stuff. So really, that could be a lot of fun. And then there's the Hero of Ages that we have here. So, you know, definitely we're going to put that up at the A tier as well. I think I'm not sure which one I like better, you know. So I'm just going to call these two a tie. We're going to put these two together as a tie because I really don't know which one I actually like better. So with that, we will continue on here with, let's see, the Well of Ascension. We'll do that one next, since that's all part of the Mistborn. The Well of Ascension is the third and final book in the first Mistborn trilogy that we have here. And, you know, again, it's all tied here. I'm not sure where I'd want to put any, or which order I'd put these in. I think I kind of like these three the same, honestly. So I'm not sure which one I'd want to put there. Now, Elantris, this is kind of a messed up story in a lot of ways. It was Brandon Sanderson's first work into the Cosmere. It's one of his earlier published books. So for this one, it's an interesting story, that's for sure. I'm trying not to discuss what the stories entail too much in case anybody who watches this hasn't actually seen it. But again, this one definitely has that darker feel to the cover of the book, kind of the world that we're embodied in. I think I'm going to put that right up here. I know I'm getting a lot of A's and B's here, but the artwork is just so phenomenal with the entire world that Sanderson's created here. So the next up we have here, Edge Dancer. It is kind of a minimal artwork on that. A lot of people like the minimal artwork, minimal imagery on that. I'm not a huge fan of that myself. I like to see more of the world captured in the books themselves as far as the cover and the artwork goes. I mean, anything Cosmere I'm going to absolutely love. Yeah, the Mistborn covers are pretty awesome. They're definitely one of my favorite. Yeah, and Jane, I do like the Terry Brooks stuff. I've got a lot of Terry Brooks on there, on my shelf. I'm probably going to go back and reread some Terry Brooks at some point, mostly Shannara stuff. And then for the Edge Dancer cover here, I said, you know, minimalist, it's definitely not my thing. A lot of people really like the minimalist covers, but not really my thing. I already did Elantris, put that one in there twice. Didn't mean to, so we'll just skip over that. Next, we have we'll look at the second Mistborn trilogy. This kind of takes place several hundred years after the events of the original Mistborn trilogy, and we kind of get more into a steampunk type era, where it's more of the sheriff in town type deal. So this one, we got Shadows of Self. So this one definitely kind of has that look of late 1700s, 1800s look to it. At least that's my feel for it. And of course we got Wax and Wane on the cover there. Still kind of has that more grayish, dark looking world there. I don't like the covers as much as the original Mistborn trilogy, so I think we'll put it up there in column number B. And then the Alloy of Law, just, I don't know if you've ever had kind of that smoky, hazy orange look to the sky after forest fire. So that's definitely the look we have with Alloy Law. It's kind of got that orangey haze color to it. And you know, like the whole trilogy here, you know, I think they definitely would belong here in the B tier for that. And then of course we have the Bands of Mourning, so we kind of got that gray, orange, and then more of a bluish hue on this one. As we can see, we got the same characters for the most part on each cover of these books here. So the Bands of Mourning, yeah, we'll stick it in B tier. So not the worst of the Sanderson covers, but definitely not the best of the Sanderson covers. Arcanum Unbounded. This is a great collection of short stories by Brandon Sanderson. So this is really awesome cover. I really like how we kind of have this veiled, hooded image, you know, holding on to these books here, and it's just kind of that secret kind of imagery to it. Kind of, you got something important there, but it's still kind of secret if you don't know who it is. and it just kind of makes you wonder what are they holding, what is so important about what they're holding. I think I'm definitely going to have to put this over here. I think I'm going to put this right before the Mistborn covers. I kind of like the mystery behind it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to move Elantris to after the Mistborn covers. That looks about right. So that now leaves us with, you probably thought I'd get something in D here, but I don't quite think I'm going to have anything in D on here. So that kind of leaves us with the rest of the Stormlight, and you know, if you know me, you know I'm probably going to like the Stormlight covers best. So the only question is, what order do I put all the Stormlight covers in? So we have the Way of Kings. This is what started it all. And Words of Radiance, of course, and Oathbringer, all mixed in there. So with the Way of Kings, I love the imagery on this. We've got these shattered plains and this massive chasm, and you know, these mystical magical weapons, you know, shard blades and honor blades and all that kind of stuff. Definitely, I think I do love this cover. I definitely think I like Rhythm of War cover the most out of all of the covers for the entire Cosmere, really, as a whole, especially from the Stormlight archive. That the Rhythm War is by far my favorite of them all. And then we've got, of course, Words of Radiance. So this one is Kaladin's Stormblessed. As you can see, he's kind of got his fist down onto the ground there, showing off his magical, mystical powers for him being a Knight Radiance. Absolutely love the artwork. If you haven't checked out some of the artwork in Brandon Sanderson's covers here, definitely check it out. He's got a phenomenal artist that he's set up to do the whole Mistborn, as well as primarily the Stormlight archive, which I think is where it's got some of the best stuff as far as the cover art goes on the services. And then finally, we've got Oathbringer. I love kind of seeing how the magic being portrayed in here and the world kind of dissolving around the wall. You know, I'm not sure which cover I like better here. Either the Words of Radiance or Oathbringer. Tough choice. See, this is why I won't rank individual books, just the covers, because I never know which one to choose. There's just so many to choose from, and I just don't know where to put it. I think I might just put it there for now, and you know, that leave it at that. I think that's kind of the fun little list there for you as far as where I would rank each individual cover of the Stormlight archive and Cosmere. Stormlight archive, of course, top notch. It really is the best artwork of everything in Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere. So there you go. That's what I'm looking to, or that's where I'd put those covers. I probably could have found some more. There's a lot of different options for the whole Cosmere itself as far as book covers, but really I just kind of wanted to try out and see how I can make this work, and just testing out some software on this. So there you have it. That's where I'd have the rankings for this. So what do you guys think? Yeah, would you change any of these rankings? Would you want to move any of these covers around here? Also, of course, on a side note, I recently hit 300 subscribers, which is just awesome. Very excited about that. Very happy to hit that 300 benchmark. And definitely when I get to 500, I will be doing a 500 subscriber live stream. At least that's my plan. Who knows when that'll happen? I don't know. We'll see. It'll happen at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, definitely I plan on doing that. Hey, thanks, Epic Tales. Glad to hit that 300, and you know, hey, you know, maybe by my birthday next month on May 16th, I'll have that 500, right? With any luck. But speaking of which, if you haven't already checked it out, take a look at my book giveaway announcement video on the channel. It was just the last one that I posted, because on May 16th I will be doing a live stream. And I absolutely will be announcing the winners of my book giveaway. Alright, book and a drink. would keep books 1 and 4 in S tier, but books 3 and 4 would move to A. No, fair enough. Yeah, 2 and 3, rather, Nate. Yeah, fair enough. Definitely, you know, art is a very subjective thing. Definitely, there is no objective standard. That's for sure. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're comparing some pretty awesome titles or pretty awesome artwork on all of them. Hey, thanks, Epic. I do appreciate that, and yeah, I mean, I'd love to see hit 500. I'd love to see myself hit 500 by May 16th. That'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, like I said, definitely make sure that you tune in and see who wins on May 16th. Now, you will have to watch to the end of that stream because I'm going to be talking about kind of 40 books that I've enjoyed for my 40th birthday on that live stream. Time of day yet to be determined. Not entirely sure as to when I will actually get around to doing that on that day, but definitely will be doing it. Absolutely. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. So there you have it. There is my trial run of this OBS software to do a tier ranking video to see if I can make it work. Glad I can make it work. I'm figuring it out. Yay me! So anyway, there you go. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will definitely see you next time. Until then, keep on reading, like, comment, and subscribe. Join me over on the Discord. I'll try to put those links in the stream and whatnot once we're wrapped up here for the Discord link and my link tree. You can follow me Twitter, Instagram as well, of course. And I look forward to seeing you in the Discord if you want to hop on in there. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also join me on Patreon for as little as $1 per month, where you'll get early access to videos, and you know you can have the opportunity to possibly pick my next book purchase as well with the high enough tier level there and reads. So if you want to join me over on Patreon, Drew's Book Reviews, or patreon.com/Drew's Book Reviews, I'll have that linked in the description after this is all wrapped up as well. And yeah, there you have it. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I guess until next time, keep on reading. Bye.